Yes. By the way, to Elizabeth Warren's point about all they have is hate and attack, this lunatic that attacked Paul Pelosi. This is the when words have consequences. Hal, these lunatics out there believe all of this stuff. He said, the guy that attacked Paul Pelosi said, "There's evil in Washington. What they did went so far beyond the campaign. It originates with Hillary Clinton." He also was talking about other targets, right? Gavin Newsom, Tom Hanks, all of this nonsense.
Yeah.
Right. And
it's like a running list of like people who, Glenn Beck and others just casually mention as evil all the time, mixed with, which is, by the way, you cannot separate from the QAnon list either.
No.
It's the same, there's an incredible, like this game of footsie that goes on between the hyper-violent psychos on the fringes and the absolutely kind of almost boringly normal right-wing.
It's the same people that believe Trump is some over-muscled superhero, that believe that, Tom Hanks is in a pedophile ring. I mean, it's just, there's a straight line.
Well, there's a religious, connotation to this all, that you got to call God's bluff. That's what a lot of this is about. It's like, I'm important in this whole thing because I'm the one who's going to trigger the return of Jesus. And the same thing, there's a hinge of that in the Trump mythology that they've really clung to. I think it's dying horribly, especially this week, but up to this point, they've been like, we just need this one nudge. If we could just push him a little further, then the magic will happen. It's kind of like beating on Kwai Chang Caine in an old Kung Fu episode. Like, eventually, he'll start fighting if we just treat him like crap long enough. The opposite, because all they do is kiss his butt.
Adam Kinzinger made the same point about Big Tent.
The once great party of Lincoln, Roosevelt, and Reagan has turned its back on the ideals of liberty and self-governance. Instead, it has embraced lies and deceit. The Republican Party used to believe in a big tent, which welcomed the tired, the poor, the huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Now, we shelter the ignorant, the racist, who only stoke anger and hatred to those who are different than us.
Gavin Wax, whose name is Gavin Wax, is the
president. Yeah, what you do.
He's the president of New York. Is he that guy in the commercial that used to go, "Ow!" when they do the ear vac?
Oh, yeah. He stabbed himself in the ear many times.
Yeah. He's the president of the New York Republicans Club, doubled down on his call to wage a war against American liberals. He said for too long, Republicans have been content to lose with their heads high. They just don't want that approach anymore. We want to get dirty. We want to get into the trenches. We want to punch back hard, and wage a full-on offensive against the left in this country. This is a holistic, multi-front war that we're waging. This goes right to Malcolm Nance's book. Yeah. They want to kill Americans, the Trump insurgency.
Well, and the other thing is like, what do you think's been happening for the last 7 years? You got Trump in office. That was the point. And it failed miserably. That tactic was exactly why they elected Donald Trump. He's a counterpuncher. Remember, that was one of the big stories. They were willing to overlook every moral and emotional and psychological and intellectual flaw he had just because he would hit somebody in the nose. Like he's a pit bull. He might shake the baby, but as long as he bites the right people, I'm okay with him most of the time. Mm-hmm. And they counted on that. It didn't work. Yeah. It was just like every other thing in Donald Trump's life. It was a massive failure.
I mean, right up into including this ridiculous NFT thing, right? They will give him all their money as long as he owns the libs. I mean, it's they will do everything against their own self-interest.
Right. Well, and again, because they think there's this sort of religious promise of it's just over the horizon, right behind his health care plan, right behind his, getting Mexico to pay for the wall, his national security plan, his magic exit plan from Afghanistan. It was all just right over the horizon, right?
Right.
And they still, there's a shrinking minority of crazy people who are intensely believing in this, and at the same time, they don't really, it's not paying off, so it's driving them even crazier. So that's one of the reasons you're seeing some of these lone wolf weirdos pop off, is because of his lies that he told and never paid off.
Yeah. One last one, Adam Kinzinger.
To my Democratic colleagues, you must too bear the burden of our failures. Many of you have asked me, where are all the good Republicans? Over the past 2 years, Democratic leadership had the opportunity to stand above the fray. Instead, they poured millions of dollars into the campaigns of MAGA Republicans, the same candidates President Biden called a national security threat, to ensure these good Republicans did not make it out of their respective primaries. This is no longer politics as usual. This is not a game. If you keep stoking the fire, you can't point the fingers when our great experiment goes up in flames.
John in Massachusetts, you're on with Hal. Hey, John. Hello, John.
I watched you for a half hour yesterday on Mega Worldwide, laughing, snorting, crying, coughing, wheezing for a half hour.
God.
Straight. You were so absolutely funny with regard to the Trump trading card story. Oh, my God.
Oh, it's
People
brutal.
need to go watch your clip on YouTube.
It's the only
for
appropriate.
a half hour of hysterical.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Thank you so much for
And
making
if
me
you-
pee my pants.
And for a double header, watch
and
the
for-
first 20 minutes of our show today, and you will get much the same thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right.
You couldn't breathe.
Thank you, guys.
natural
Merry
reaction.
Christmas and happy holidays to everybody.
too.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Ow.